Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey and investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us in this challenge for little as $9 a month and also get access to an exclusive in-depth strategy video, information is available in the description below. In the previous video we did an update on ticker symbol MMTLP and also an important update on ticker symbol SAVA, Cassava Sciences. There was some important news for Cassava Sciences which was quite bullish, so please refer back to the previous video for that. In today's video we're going to be doing another update on ticker symbol MMTLP with a focus on looking at the management team. We're also going to be doing an update on ticker symbol REV as well as looking at a new IPO stock, so stay tuned for that. So before we make a start on that, we just want to have a quick look at what's happening with regard to the markets in terms of the news. So after a very positive July and also a few good weeks after that, I'm sure many of you will be aware there was a significant sell-off close of a week and we ended in the red on Friday. So let's have a quick look at a quick headline here and we can see here the US economy is likely to face recession by year's end as growth continues to slow, a report is now saying. So obviously officially we do not have a recession yet, but by the end of the year there may be no choice but to declare one. So obviously the markets are still in a tricky situation here. What I want to share with you now is an example of stocks that have changed since 2019 and looking at comparing the S&P 500 with a number of different sectors. So if we have a look at the screen here, from 2019 you could have got approximately a 30% return by investing in S&P 500 stocks and comparing that with forecast earnings, a return of close to 34%. Growth stocks have probably given a very good return, close to 50%. Value stocks, again, good return in terms of 15% approximately, but well below the S&P 500. And the value stocks are obviously looking at penny stocks, and these have been hit quite hard quite recently right now. Russell 2000, return of approximately 15%, and housing's probably done the best, where I think I'm not aware of a significant decline in housing for quite a significant amount of time. Before we look at the management team, I'm going to give a quick shout out here to John Bubo, who has posted an interesting question. So let's see what he stated. He said here, seeing a new narrative potentially being sold to investors, do we have to still drill wells to prove the oil ? Some are saying that this will all get paid out by the end of September and we will forego the 2022 drilling plan. So in response to this, one thing that I would like to add is that the company does not need to drill wells to prove oil. The company have to drill wells as part of a lease agreement. So whether or not oil is found as part of the drilling is not a requirement. So if there is oil found or if there are new reserves, that obviously comes as a bonus. So the oil was discovered quite a while ago under the previous company TRCH, but according to the recent S1, all drilling has been complied with. So going forward, Nextbridge will be responsible for all additional drilling and obviously as well as that they will be responsible for the cost, but as of yet there are no concerns with regard to this matter so far. Let's start by having a look at an update in terms of where we are so far with regard to the S1. So still no official announcement with regard to approval, so this has not yet come. However, I think we are looking at day 27 to fall this week. I think it probably falls around about Tuesday, so there is a good chance that we could get news this week. If not, we could have to wait up till 45 days, so that could probably take us into next week and a little bit beyond. But the other thing I want to share with you here is what's happening with the price of natural gas. So the latest information here, 21st of August 2022, if you have a look at the chart on the right hand side, we can see that our gas is up quite significantly. It's up at time of editing 1.61% on the day. But what's interesting is if you look at the chart, we're very close to an all-time high. So although this is bad news for consumers with regard to the valuation of assets and the gas reserves, very bullish sign here so far. One thing that I haven't looked at is the key management team with regard to Nextbridge Hydrocarbons. So looking at the information from the S1, let's have a look at the management, the profiles and the backgrounds. because going forward this is going to be a new management team. So this management team will be responsible for drilling. This management team will be responsible also for negotiating with a potential buyer, even though the deal may have been done in the background. But going forward, these are the key people. So let's have a look at the person who's got the appointment with regard to Chief Executive Officer and Chairman of the Board of Directors. That's a person by the name of Clifton Dubose Jr. And if anybody wants to know how old he is, he's 40 years of age. I'm not sure why that's relevant, but obviously it's something that's included in the S1. Then we have the President and the Director, Joseph DeWoody. We have the Chief Financial Officer, Lucas Hawkins, and then we also have the Chief Operating Officer is Delvina Olkers. So let's now have a look at some information with regard to their expertise and backgrounds. So we're going to focus on the top 3 executive officers, and these will have the most important responsibilities. So first of all, Mr. Clifton Dubose Jr. He's successfully acquired, managed and sold thousands of royalty acres and also non-operated working interest in the Permian Basin since 2018. He's also been the co-founder and member of Valor Mineral Management LLC. So again, very positive and important background there. Joseph DeWoody has been the founder and partner of several mineral rights companies, including Clearfork Royalty. He's also developed Valor's proprietary mineral and working interest management software known as Mineral Tech. He's also achieved an MBA from Baylor University, and he was also named as Oil and Gas Investor Magazine's Top 20 Under 40. And finally, we have Lucas Hawkins. He's the Chief Financial Officer for Mammoth Explorations LLC. This is a private equity company backed up with regard to upstream oil and gas from 2016. It's an independently owned gas and oil and gas exploration company focusing on the Permian Basin. So again, looking at the right area there. So Mr. Hawkins also has a background in energy investment banking and private equity. So a very strong profile here of the key executive officers. So certainly no concerns here with regard to their expertise, academic backgrounds, and knowledge of the oil and gas fields. And finally, I'm going to be sharing with you the actual salary of 3 of the key people. First of all, Clifton Dubose will be on a salary about just in excess of $126,000. Joseph DeWoody will be on a salary just in excess of $63,000, and Delvina Olkers will be on a salary just in excess of $121,000. They'll each also receive additional compensation of $11,300. This information is a legal requirement to be published and made available to us as investors and also the general public. So going forward, I'm sure each of them will also be receiving some shares in Nextbridge Hydrocarbons, so that will also be officially disclosed and publicly available. But hopefully we won't have to wait too long for the assets to be transferred over to a buyer. I'm now going to have a look at ticker symbol REV, also known as Revlon Incorporated. So this is a stock that we have been following in the Discord. So let's have a look at the chart for close of play on Friday for the previous 5 days from last week. We can see here the stock was up very, very close to 30% on the week. So again, congratulations to everybody who did well in this. However, we can see the stock at one point was achieved a price in excess of $11 as well in the week. So a great opportunity there to take profit. So close of play on the Friday, it was up in excess of 1.92%. But I think one of the reasons why I want to look at ticker symbol REV is with regard to the short squeeze data. So the latest information from Fintel, again, this is obviously very, very interesting here. With regard to the short squeeze score, this is ranked at number 2 out of 5,326 stocks with a score of 98.32%. And it's also ranked number 1 on the gamma squeeze score with a score of 99.26. And the other information I want to share with you is with regard to the cost to borrow fees. So if we look at here, the latest information that we have from the 19th of August 2022, we have a cost to borrow here in excess of 100%, consistently high, so certainly very expensive for the shorts. There have been some suggestions with regard to some potential manipulation going on behind the scenes with regard to the short float. So I have been asked to look at this. So I'm going to share with you, first of all, the short float with data officially from Yahoo Finance. So we can see here, in terms of the share statistics, we can see here percentage held by insiders 86.19%, percentage held by Institutions 6.64%. The share short is 2.76 million. Share percentage of the float, we're looking at 35.02 million. Shares short 5.68 million, and the float, which is the one we want to look at, is 7.55 million. So let's now have a look at a comparison from Finviz. We can see here on the right hand side here, key data here in terms of the share float. We have a figure here of 5.49 million. So again, it certainly appears as that there is a discrepancy here, and potentially something could be going on behind the scenes. I'm now going to be sharing with you one of the IPO stocks that we are looking at in the Discord exclusively this week. So before we make a start on that, quick shout out to the Discord. One of the things that we do make available to the members is an exclusive biotech IPO calendar. So on the screen here, you'll see that there are a number of stocks that we are calling out here as well for this week. So to get access to these IPOs in the bio sector, you can join the Discord and get access. We also have another channel just recently opened, and that's looking at IPOs and SPACs. So we have we share the IPO calendar there as well. So we're going to now look at the stock for today that I'm going to look at. It's ticker symbol STBX. So this is one of the stocks amongst potentially 3 IPOs that we're looking at this week. So this is ticker symbol STBX, also known as Starbucks Group Holding Limited. We're looking at approximately 5 million shares, and we're looking at IPO date here 23rd of August 2022. So let's have a look at some further details and information about the company. So for those of you who've been following the channel will know that we called out ticker symbol FRZA. So this is a stock that IPO'd at $5, then it went very quickly up to $15, giving a great return of 200% for those of you wishing to take profit. We also called out HKD, we looked at ticker symbol MEGL, and we also looked at ticker symbol GTC. So quite significant profits have been made in almost all of those. Again, extremely volatile, and one certainly to trade with care. So let's now have a look at the next one that we're following, and that's a company known as Starbucks here that we've just seen. And in terms of the company profile and background, we can see this consists of the following subsidiaries. So it includes Starbucks Rebates, Paybats, and Starbucks TV. So with regard to the company, they're building a cash rebate digital advertising and payment solution targeting micro, small and medium enterprises that lack the bandwidth to develop in-house data management systems for effective marketing. So through their subsidiaries in Malaysia, they're going to try and connect retail merchants and retail shoppers with facilities through cash rebates, offering retail merchants to provide digital advertising service to the advertisers. So in terms of the strategy, they're looking at repository data, all users, cash rebate system, digital advertising, payment solutions for businesses across all participating enterprise. So let's have a look at the 3 key areas. So the 3 key areas around for the business is GetBats, then they have Paybats, and then they have CBATs. So GetBats is a cash rebates app, and Paybats is looking at the growing trend of e-commerce and online shopping, and CBATs is looking at digital advertising channels, including apps, mobile sites, search engines, social media. So in terms of the actual information with regard to the IPO, what we can see here from Investment Opportunities, headline August 19, 2022, STBX is Starbucks Group is to make its public debut. So this is an IPO that's coming to the market. In fact, Starbucks Group Holdings Limited is set to go public on the Nasdaq August 24, 2022. So in terms of further details, so this is a cash rebate and payment company based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. According to the company website, it's building a cash rebate digital advertising. So let's now have a look at the actual financials that we can see that have been provided. In the last 12 months, the company has generated $3.2 million in revenue, $1.5 million in net income. So that's referring to profit, which is good. So obviously the company is not making a loss. Moreover, the company has also got a market cap just in excess of 202 million. So it's not a huge company. It does have a low float, and but it is profit making. So this leads to ticker symbol STBX going through its IPO, hoping to raise $23 million through its public debut August 24, 2022. So the company is going to issue 5 million shares, and they're looking at a price range between $4 and $5 per share. So in addition, under the ticker STBX, Financial Securities is serving as the underwriter for the initial public offering. So again, very interesting stock here, very low float. Certainly one to trade with care and one that we will be keeping an eye out for. And finally, if you'd like to get full access to our weekly watch list, which is now available exclusive to the Discord members, you can consider joining us in the Discord for as little as $9 a month. This will also give you access to the challenge as well. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.